ウィッチャー2実況プレイですね。続きをやります。続きをやります。震える信号結構溜まってきたな、セーブデータな。ここからでいいんだっけ。どこだ、ここ。あ、はいはいはい。サキュバスのイベント終わったところだね。はい、ジャーナル。ドラゴンの夢。フィリパのイベントもあったんだっけ。アーピーは一旦諦めて、フィリパ行くか。メインイベント進めるしかなさそうなんで、一旦進めてみましょう。魔法のアーティファクト1分の1。ちょっと待って、どういう流れだったんだっけ。サスキアの命を救うには、いくつかアイテムが必要で、なるほど。そのうちの1個が魔法のアーティファクトらしいんだけど、魔法のアーティファクト多分俺拾ったんだよね、どっかでね。だから意味わかんないことなんだよ。つったら多分フィリパに聞いて、どこにあんのって、何が必要なのっていうのを聞いてから探しに行くんだけど、俺多分どっかで拾ってんだよね、魔法のクリスタル。多分魔法のクリスタルっていうのが、サスキアの命を救うために必要な、その魔法のアーティファクトのはずで、もうわけわかんないね。よくある RPG あるあるの、依頼を聞いてから、相手も、あれイベント始まった。そう、行くのに、最初にそのフラグを立てる前にアイテム回収しちゃうと、フラグが潰れちゃうみたいな。何やってんの。フィリパはちなみに同性じゃなかった両性愛者なんだよね。
What is it, Witcher?
Who is that girl?
Cynthia, a leashed sorceress.
紐で繋いだ女の
A
人。
charming expression. Do you also use muzzles?
お卑猥だぞ。
Leash means a connection between a sorceress and her assistant. An unfortunate term, I admit, but it explains how things are. Cynthia can tap my power, use my spells. She's a conduit. And she's learning along the way. It's convenient, and except for the name, not derisive at all. But you're not here to talk about Cynthia.
そう。いっぱいあるな。レスは
Have
何
you
者
heard
だ。
about a Witcher's school? Apparently the Viper's their sign.
No, why do you ask?
知らないわけはないんだよね。
The Kingslayer wears a medallion
まあ、
adorned
ロ
with
シ
a
ュ編やっ
viper.
てるからこそだけど。
Pretentious and childish for my taste. He can't be very smart.
あくまで
Is
ご
what
ま
they
かす
say
か。
true? Did Saskia kill a dragon?
Prince Stennis decorated her for it at the court in Vengerberg, so it appears to be true. If you want to know the details, talk to
Biggerhorn.
Biggerhorn.
誰？
Apparently he witnessed it.
トリスを探
I'm
して
looking for Triss. Letho forced her to teleport near Vergen.
Letho?
レスを
Voltest's killer. Perhaps
Gomakas.
Demavend's too. Will you help me find her?
Certainly. We sorceresses must stick together. We have too many enemies,
髪型がやっぱり
Triss
消すかな。
contacted you through Sheila de Tanzerville's megascope while in
襟
Flotsam.
巻き。
and I haven't heard from her since.
Can you locate her?
A megascope responds to a person's
うるさいよ
aura.
な。
If I had something of hers, I could find her. You were close to her. Maybe you have something.
No, I don't have anything.
Not good. Wait. A local drunkard claims he saw a redhead fall out of the sky. This could be a lead.
I never heard of flying women before.
Perhaps they're just
Well,
drunken delusions. It's possible, however, that an unstable teleport ejected Triss near the town.
As it's our only lead, I'll talk to this drunkard. Do you know him?
I'm not used to associating with drunkards,
宿。
but you'll likely find him in the inn.
Thank you.
Come back as soon as you learn anything. You wanted to
お前が聞けよって感じだけどな。永久花。魔法の
I
結晶見つ
found
け
one
た。
of the
クリスタ
ingredients
ル
for
だな、多
Saskia's
分。
cure.
show me.
拾ってきたやつ。
Interesting. Getting
Interesting.
warmer, but still not there. It's as if I'd sent you to get me the sun and you'd brought me a candle. We need something massive, an item of real power, Geralt. This is a dwarf's dream. Stolen and magically encased in this crystal. It would do if it
Dwarf,
was
maybe.
stronger.
You know what this means? In addition to normal harpies, there are Solano in the
スライ
area.
ドハーピー
Solano?
Dream snatchers.
夢
The
泥棒
only harpy species to develop something resembling intelligence.
そん
They
なこ
magically
とある
bind
そんな設定あ
dreams
った
to
の
mountain crystals. I heard they once inhabited this area.
そういう人に魔法
Solano
で夢を
live
閉じ
among
込める
regular harpies, but their lair should be full of stolen dreams. One of those would be powerful enough, I'm sure.
また
You'd
拾いに
have
行く
to
の
enter the harpy lair through the quarry.
めんどくせ
Unfortunately,
え
the gate to the caves is locked and Cecil Burden won't open it. I asked him on another occasion. Stubborn as a mule, that one. But we must not relent. Saskia clings to life by a thread. Let me show you the desire contained in this particular dream. Don't be hasty to judge.
Yes, I can feel it. Whose dream is it?
Cecil Burden's.
In that case, I need to see the alderman. Got a feeling he just might open the gate for me.
You wanted...
まだあるんだよ永久花
I've...
Excellent.
Excellent あこれだけ
You wanted to just...
Excellent
At the council, you meant... I
Why?
have... Did you know?
Yes. Most just disappeared when they
元々
touched
生きた
the
人間
aura
の
of a
オーラに触れ
living
た瞬間に消
person.
えてしまったわ
I think the curse corrupts the ghosts of the fallen and turns them into
ド
draugrs.
ラウグ
Is that the Witcher's professional name for wraiths?
Draugrs are demons of war. They arise at sites of exceptionally vicious, bloody battles. Their bloodlust and hatred in condensed form.
Can you kill them by conventional means?
A silver sword is enough for a draugr, but as long as the curse remains active, new ones will arise. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If I could turn the tide of the battle...
For that you'll need symbols of war belonging to those who fell in battle. Hatred, death, courage, and faith. All artifacts must be
Peace.
magically active and connected to the fallen, or they won't lure the ghosts.
Right. I'll look around.
and a good land
Finding two will be enough. Get the symbols of hatred and death and leave the rest to me.
憎し
I'd
みと死の
prefer
象徴
courage and faith.
Don't fuss.
I'll see what I can do. Cecil seems to know a lot about the area.
死の象徴も手に入れたから
Know anything about blood curses?
憎
Do
しみ
you?
We're dealing with a 4th level curse.
Well,
Think
これ聞いたな
What about-
1. Achieved by a team of sorcerers led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, hence the curse's other name. Sabrina
フランチェスカ
Glevizig
フィ
was
ン
on
ダ
the
ベア
team.
はエルフの魔女だな
That's not all. The curse investigated by Francesca and Sabrina was designed to end the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. They were cursed by Scarlet Rodalega, a complete madman, but very talented. An eclipse and wraiths also accompanied his curse.
So Sabrina's curse is just a knockoff Rodalega.
Exactly.
Exactly
I'm
ちょっと待ってそういえば装備変えてなかったあよかったシッセンのこれ強いなあやかし鳥契約ファルカと何が違うんだろうアイテムがいっぱいだな何捨てようまあいいかまだエルフの鎧着ててあれ意味がわからんあ、だよ
diamond
ね。
vibrating.
メダルが震えてる。あ、よかったわ。前に一回来てるはずなんだけど、フィリパの家は。勝手に物色させてもらったんだけどね。アイテム復活してるわ。金が復活してる。今のエルフ、なんだメダルが、あ、来たことないか、ここ。ちょっと待って、拾えるどれくらい拾えるあ、まだ拾えるね、全然。シンシー。君
Who
は
are you?
I'm Cynthia,
美しい。
a mage in training.
人間か。
Philippa is my mentor.
My condolences.
気の毒
No
に
need for that. True, she's a demanding mistress, but she can also be charming. Besides, she's the best there is, Witcher. She has no equals. Excepting, perhaps, the old elven
明るくて優雅な
sorceresses.
人よ。
You should see her
明るいよ、
cast
違うんじゃない
spells. Light and graceful she
厳
is.
しくて取り
Not
付く
like
島の
that
ない
old tart
パンスタービリのおばさんた
Tanzaville.
ちが。
You know Sheila?
I've seen her cast spells. I've seen all the great sorceresses at work. Sheila's quite manly in her
上品さ
style.
や柔軟さに欠けてる。
Precise, logical, exceptionally composed. But she lacks grace and suppleness.
Is that your opinion? Or are you just repeating what Philippa
気になるね。
says?
We agree in our
大
assessment.
の意見よ。
Triss Marigold, on the other hand, is talented. But she lacks determination, courage, and a certain cold willfulness that seems necessary.
That's interesting.
Kira Metz and Margarita Lowe Antiel are both blasé, seemingly resigned.
快楽主義者の
One's
式
a
でしょ。
hedonist and nymphomaniac. The other cares only about her school.
ヒラメッツ
They lost enthusiasm for
そ
magic
こまでい
long
かない
ago.
でしょ。
Then there's Francesca Finderbear. Nobody really knows what the old
ヒラメッツ
she
好きだ
elf
けど
is
ね。
capable of.
可愛げがあ
But
る。
she's clearly very powerful.
I take it Philippa has none of these flaws, but she must have some weakness.
Ambition. Infinite, boundless, and burning like the Korath Desert.
なんで授業料気にした？聞かないけど。最近の授業料はメダルが揺れたのはなんでなんだろうな。メダルが揺れた。理由はなんだ？まあ気にしなくていいか。セシルバードンを説得するか。あれか、まず
What's this? Clad in hues of glory.
なんだった
Hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho.
愉快なやつだな。アイテムまず整理するか。結構いっぱいあるからな。どこだっけ？
Beaver.
え？この下か。
That's a witch,
わかんねえや。
not you.
入り組みすぎ。誰？
Godspeed, witcher.
ガッツスピード。わかんねえや。こっちか。居酒屋ってどっちだっけ？居酒屋っつか宿場か。宿屋か。あれ？ちょっと待って。ああ、右か。こっちでいいのか。
I had a dream. We were mining up at the face of the drive, like in the old days.
こっちでいいのか。違う
You
か。
were set at working the big
あれ行けなくない？ああ、こっちがあった。
I couldn't stand it down there. Toil underground all your
Say
life,
you
then a
stay.
3-day break before.
でさ、俺が行くところもさ、ダメだ、ちょっと、やっぱり先に行こう。こっちの方
blind
が
horse that took the horse.
二度手間になっちゃうじゃないと。エルフの鎧とかを全部捨てたりとか預けたりして、ここだよな、確かな、セシルの家は。じゃあだっけいなさそうだな。あれあ、いいんだよ、いいんだよ。あって。門開けてもらって、いるセシルいた。3年前の戦争。
Cecil, do you know anyone who fought in the war 3 years ago?
I did.
Did you fight here at Vergen?
Course.
Philippa claims you know a bit about the battle.
That old cook insult. Called king by some. Thought that Adernians were bumpkins who'd ship bricks as soon as his troops crossed the river.
Why did he attack Edirn?
According to Henselt, Upper Edirn is the ancient legacy of the Kedwenny crown and must be
そうなんだ。
returned to the mother country.
平田王家の先祖全連
Brazen farter.
へー
That brazen farter had a point. If you read some history,
so
you'll know
なんだっ
that
け？
300 years ago this land belonged to Kedwen.
Load of crab. 700
まあ、
years
そうだ
ago,
な、
the
確かに。
elves reigned here. And a million
そんなこ
years
と言
ago,
ったら
these lands were
ね
the
誰
domain
も
of the
わかんないよ。
worms. If things worked that way, every king could invade a
便宜上
neighboring
今、
land
こっ
and
ちの
claim his
所有
right
権
to
とか
do
だけ
so
で。
because an ancestor took a dump there.
All right. Hensel wanted to conquer Upper Edirn. What then?
He rolled in, got hammered, and rolled out.
Cecil, that doesn't help me much.
It wasn't a battle. It was
Yeah,
a
that's it.
slaughter. If I try speaking of it, I'll see it all again. I
ひどかっ
don't
たね、
want.
確かにね
The。ghosts of the fallen fight in the mist. They turn into horrible creatures called Draugrs. Edirnians, Kedwenny, men, elves, and dwarves too.
Bloody hell. No peace even
そう
after
死んでも
death.
安らげないの。
I want to help them,
未だに戦い
but I
続け
need
て
to know more about the battle.
Very well. Listen, a beautiful day
レッスン、
that grew hot later. Very hot.
バンダーグリフトね。
When Vandergrift attacked in the afternoon, he sent a dun banner at the fore. Many of our lads shit themselves at the mere sight of their standard, but we had a surprise of our own. Under the cover of night, we prepared fire pits. Our archers lit them up at the right moment. I still can't believe we managed to fool their scouts. If it wasn't for that ambush, we wouldn't be speaking today. They likely wouldn't be in Upper Edirn at all. We decimated the Dunbanner, but that was only the beginning. Seltkirk was our commander. Everywhere he appeared, the Kidwennies gave ground. He wreaked havoc among them. Hearts rose at the mere sight of his armour. Then Vandegrift himself entered the fray.
バンダグリフト自体も
Seltkirk met him in the middle of the field. In the end, Vandegrift killed Seltkirk. A terrible death that sent the Edirnian ranks into disarray.
バンダグリフトは
I thought it was the end of us.
悪名
Then
高い
the
将
sky
軍
fell,
セルトカ
as
ー
if
ク
the
は
stars
エイダーンの将
themselves had
軍
decided to avenge the death of a great knight. Fire covered the battlefield. Nobody sought the enemy. They were all looking for somewhere to flee. Yes. There were no more friends and enemies. Only the living and the dead. They say it was the doing of a Kidwenny sorceress who wanted revenge on Vandegrift. Could be true, as Henselt had her executed right after the battle.
セルトカークと
Did you see the duel between Seltkirk and Vandergrift?
I stood
セル
half
ト
a
カークが着
furlong
てる
from
鎧
them.
と
Never
ダン
seen
バ
a
ナーの
fight
旗が
like
必要
it.
だから聞いて
Probably
る。
never will again. They'd already met once at a jousting tournament in
一回
Ardcraig.
戦ってんだっけ？セ
Seltkirk won there.
ルトカークが
He
バンダグリ
beat
フト
on
を
the
持ってました
visitor so hard he broke his
やっぱ強
sword.
えんだな。
Seltkirk was a true knight, the last of his breed. Vandegrift was so pissed off after that tournament he hanged the smith who made his sword and ordered a special
バ
one
ンダグリフトの
for
刃
the。sorcerer. I bet he cut down Seltkirk with that new sword.
Vandergrift is dead. What happened to his sword?
Saskia's got it. Good thing too. Only her hand can tame the hatred enchanted in that sword. After the battle, when the flames abated, the scavengers came. They stole
ハイ
everything.
エナがやってきた。
Imagine.
あ
Not a single keepsake or
あ。アン
Seltkirk
ト
in
レ
the
ット
whole
か
of
と言ったら
Erin.
何のことかわからん。
His brother
戦ったないん
babbles
かいな。
something about a gauntlet, but
ここで関
he's
わって
a
くるのね。
lying dog.
ダンバナーどうな
You
った？
captured the Dunbanner standard?
Henselt's choice troops, and not a one survived. The visitor sent them to their deaths. Refused to give them reinforcements. He was a monster in human form. The men of the Dun were real swaggerers. Killed a lot of our lads, but for every Dunner, there were 7 Edirnians. They had no chance. Aye, we captured their standard. We buried what was left of them in the crypts beyond Vergen. Their standard lies with them. Worthy foes are to be respected, even in death.
I'm going to need that standard.
でも今拾ったから。
Thanks.
Madam Eilhard claims you need 4 symbols. The standard symbolizes death. Vandegrift's sword stands for hate.
I have a
ピー
few
カが見つ
years.
けてくれるから今回は。となると、サスキアに話しかけて、サスキアの、あれもう開けてもらうんじゃなかったっけ？
I
これ
need to
か。
No,
I know all about the harpies. They steal dreams.
listen, wait. My grand. What's more, legend has it the oldest stolen dreams can become
最後の
reality.
盗まれてるのが現実になる
I
という。
don't want nightmares stalking Vergen's back alleyways come nightfall.
Open it. I'll make it quick.
Stop pissing me off. You're acting like a drunk suitor. No
Uncle
means
Dana.
no.
You know, don't know if I should.
What are you?
It's an embarrassing affliction, I imagine. Hell, even something of a political
そういうことか。
liability in your case. Some might even call you a freak. You're the alderman. An ages-old tradition is vested in you.
変人
On
って言われ
top
るか
of
もしれない。
that, you now lead the
どんな夢なの？
preparations for Vergen's defense.
You wouldn't dare.
Imagine your ancestors carved in stone. Condemnation, not pride on their bearded faces.
どういうこと？夢
Who
見せて
knows?
俺に。
Maybe you'd keep your office, but you'd be the talk of the town for ages. And your nephew? Poor kid.
I'll open the gate. I promised Scalen's mother I'd
Okay.
be sober as a judge to the end of my days. And I aim to keep my word.
酒の
I
失
don't give
敗は
a
多いよ
damn
な。
about
俺マジ
ages-old
いつも失敗
traditions
してる。
and piss on loose talk. But you're right. I cannot compromise Vergen's morale. You must bury this
これ
thing.
誰もないよ。
The secret dies
俺に
with
教えて。
you, never to be spoken aloud. Understand?
Understand.
I do. Thanks, Cecil. And
どっか行
good
って
luck
破るパタ
staying
ーン。
sober.
一瞬頑張るんだぞ。俺も頑張るわ、じゃあ。一瞬頑張るんだぞ。優しいな。脅しといてなんだが優しいな。一瞬頑張るんだぞ。ゲラルトに言われたらなんか頑張ってみようかなと思っちゃうね。こ んな厳しい男がさ、頑張れよって一言言ってくれるだけで頑張ろうかなって思えるよね。で、トリスはいずこ行くか。じゃあアイテムあれか、整理しないといけないやつだ。まず居酒屋行って、どっから行くんだっけ。くせえやもんこの街がさ。あれどっから行くんだっけ。あ、反対側に来たとこじゃん。降りるんだっけこれで。これこっちから来てねえよな。そうか、もう一個の方から来たのか。わかんねえやもん。じゃあこっちじゃない。でいらないアイテム預けのフリーノとちょうど酒場にはそのトリスみたいなのがいると思う。
Another one.
まず
You
一
let
回着替
one
えよう
human
か。
in and in no time you've got this.
あれ
I have
店はないの。そうか、
strayed a man's
どこだっけ。
Return home sober for once.
奥にあんだっけ。
Slug it between
部
the
屋にあんの
eyes.
か、部屋に。そうか、持て余しちゃうな。ここが部屋だ確か。はいはい。重たい順に。いいだろう、重たい順に。よいしょっか。あ、この辺りでいいか。どうせクラフティングしないんで大量に預けて、もう281、まあ十分か。で着替えていくか。はいと。シッセンの鎧ね。シッセンっていうのはコビリっていう国の、あれ重い。あ、大丈夫か。コビリっていう国の王様だね。エステラドシッセン。パンジマンだ。エステラドシッセン。メイ君とされてんだよね。
I heard you saw something interesting.
赤毛の女が飛んできたらしい。
Amazing. I look into
Amazing.
the sky. But wait, you must buy a fellow a drink
お
for
前に
such
お
a
ごんなきゃいけない
story.
の。
Well, you shut it already. We can all recite this bullshit now.
本当だ
I'm
よ。
a client and I'll say what I want. Pour me some Mahakaman mead and no cheating. This noble wayfarer will pay.
価値がある
I'm
の
not
か。
about to buy a pig in a poke.
Not a pig, but a beautiful woman, and not in a poke, in the sky. You won't regret it.
Innkeeper, you said you could recite the story. Tell me.
If you pay for 2 bottles of mead, this drunkard guzzled.
The innkeeper's too dumb to tell such a beautiful story.
でもアクシー使おうよ。
But he's sober. How much for those bottles?
This is no luxury establishment. Just look at the clientele. Same price you'd see anywhere.
アクシー使わない？まあいいや、15連ぐらいだったら払ってるよ。じゃ
Tell me.
A few days ago, a red-headed woman and a huge man appeared in the gullies, as if they'd fallen from the sky.
トロールに
The man
警察
left
が連れて
while
か
a
れた。
troll found the woman and took her deep into a ravine.
That's all?
No, I told you this tongue wagger would ruin my story.
That was exactly your story, just not embellished.
もう十分だよ。
If you want to know the whole story, you'll have to pay for my mead.
強欲なやつね。高えし。しょうがねえな。
I'll pay.
ケチって俺が悪
If
か
you
ったわ。
bore me, I'll shove this meat up your ass.
首か
For
し切る
such
か
a
ら
fine liquor. And my ass has no taste. You won't regret it.
Speak.
Speak.
Last week I was passing by the gullies. I like to take a hike from time to time.
Get to the point.
Hush. So I'm walking and suddenly there's a flash, a crack. I'm thinking, a storm's coming. But nary a cloud in the sky.
You hit the ground with your arse so hard you saw a flash. You were that drunk.
Then I saw people lying in a gully as if they'd fallen from the sky, a man and a woman. The woman was so beautiful, I wished she'd fallen down on me.
下品なこと言ってんだ。どんな女だった?
What did the woman look like?
A redhead, wearing a vest and high shoes, with pert tits and a round arse, just waiting to be grabbed and...
Sounds just like your old lady.
Shut your mouth!
What happened then?
Well, the woman was hurting, couldn't get up. The man clearly disliked her, because he didn't help her. He just stood there, menacing, talking, and then he left. And the redhead stayed.
Noticed her tits, but didn't even try to help her, you sod.
I was about to do exactly that when a troll came out of the gully, ugly as shit after blueberries.
Did it attack her?
Not at all. I hid and saw everything. First he sniffed her, so I thought he'd.
匂い嗅いだ時は
But he didn't.
バカか
He threw her over his shoulder like a sack
Ah,
and
troll ka,
returned to the gullies.
Is that all?
Yes. Didn't waste your money, as you'll agree.
まあ勘弁してやろう
It's still for us.
悪いやつじゃなかった少なくともで売ってからポリス探しに行くかこのルートでいいんだよな多分なフェリシア・コリニーじゃ売るかコリちゃん何売ろうあれマウスがよしあれ動かないな極上のカットラスいっぱいルーンつけてなもったいないなエルフの鎧もいらねえか使わない待ってこれ待ってズボンこれよくねズボンさどれ追加のズボンやっぱそうだよなどっちがいいこれかこれで売るか取引だまあいいかこんなもんで
You hugged a bear or what?
何行きますか
Let's go drink, friends. I'm gonna get as drunk as a lord.
どうしたなんか
Why's that?
They stole it.
鳥の
The
化け物
plowing bird stole it.
俺に
My
家では盗みやが
dream
った
is gone.
And then what's the grin for?
Night after night, I dreamed of
Why,
my
why,
dead
why,
wife
死んだ女房を
for
見てくれ
years. Let's go for some liquor. Drinks on me.
だから飲むのちょっとおかしくないそれむしろ怖いだろそんなのあいい夢だったのかもなこっちから行くんだあれ2つある2つあるじゃあ2つないわまずこっちかこっちから行ける行けないどっから行くんだここここら辺から降りるんだろうなこっちかよ君たちこっちか階段だこんなとこ来たっけロッシュ辺で来てないっぽいよ来てねえよな絶対なトロール
Who there?
A witcher.
Pumpkins wishes sent to me.
いや殺しには来てない
So be. Kill, quick. No pain.
First tell me, where's the woman you kidnapped?
Kidnap none. I, troll.
A dwarf saw you carrying a human woman.
Made stupid. Sick she.
助けた
Me carry. Her help.
逃げてった
Feed, pet. But she ran
女房
go.
出てった赤毛も逃げた
Mrs.
みん
first
ないない
ran go. Redhead.
かわいそうだな
All gone.
浮気したと思われた
Soup. Only stay.
What's in the pot?
Soup.
Elf
and onion.
エルフと玉切り
Good.
キモい
One try?
材料どこで出ていい
Tell me, Troll, what
ダメ
happened
よ、そん
here?
なの。
Me in gullies, Mrs. in gullies. Bones found. Nice to know. Then wham! Humans from Skyfall.
You're lying, Troll. People don't fall from the sky.
Troll, true tell. Flash, crack. 2 humans drop where Dumble ship. Human man, big as troll. And woman. I go see.
Was the man bald? Did he have a scar?
Wisher man.
あと、なんかいい
Glass
の
man.
ちげえよ。いいから話して
See,
くれ。
I from far. Bold,
バカな
yes.
男は
Scar no see. Run he go to gullies. Leave redhead Hume. Down. See I go.
白
Redhead
毛の女見に行ったら痛がってた。
her pain. Closer I creep. Run she not go. Let her grow.
うん。
Take me Hume woman. Go home.
それで
Mrs. Angry.
こんなやつと同じお腹いっぱいにならないって。
thin bones.
ああ。
Hungry, Mrs.
家出したわけじゃないんだ。
Yap
ご
and
飯
yap.
探しに行ったのか。
Then run, go on for food. Give water, redhead Hume.
寝てる時が
Leaves
変態。
cover leg. Hume, redhead
そういうの分かるん
nice.
だ、トロール。
Pet she
分かんねえだろ、
when
多分。
sleeps.
種族違うんだから。
Redhead have kerchief. Nice to sniff.
ああ。
Mrs.
やっ
come
ぱ家出した
back.
んだ。
Elves in hand. Drop thin wench. Eat it, she called. Mrs. Yap. Rag
いい匂いだな。
give. Troll say not.
もう、バカだ
Nice
な。
to feel.
かわいそうになってきたけ
Stench troll
ど。
lie.
でも俺もトリスいたら匂い嗅いじゃう
Mrs.
な。
say
赤毛か。
she or me. Troll think.
赤毛って。
Nice redhead. Nice
バカだね。
rag stench. Troll, Mrs. Tell. Mrs.
いや、
Troll
トリ
would
スと結
log
婚できるんだっ
beat
たらもう何でも
and
するわ。俺
run
も
go. Even left elves.
What happened to the redhead?
Redhead, wrong pain. Redhead stay. Pain gone. Redhead run go at night. Troll sleep. Wind howl empty.
Do you still have the redhead's bandana?
No, Mrs. take
スカーフも
away.
出てた。
Old bug leave elves.
またこうなる
Frag
のね。
steal and run go.
女房
Where did she
ドワ
go?
ドワーフを探す。ドワーフじゃねえ。
wife.
トロールを探すのか。
Gullies. Mrs.
Honey?
Gullies like. Gullies me like.
出た。
Why don't I look for her?
わらしべ長
Listen,
者始
Mrs.
まったな。
No kill. Good old bug.
殺さねえやん。
Little batty.
手出さない限りな。
I won't hurt your woman.
Mrs. Tell come back. Be lone. Be terrible. Wind howl empty.
みんな一人は嫌だよな。
I'll tell your mate to come back, but I
Scarf
need the
will be
redhead's
better.
bandana.
Mrs. have. Mrs. good. She up give. Soon as she back.
なるほどね。間違えた。特に何もない。女トロールを説得する。谷はこっちか。ああ、トリス絶対いい匂いするでしょう。イェネファーっていう女魔術師はちなみに、リラとスグリの匂いがするらしいね。それがどんな匂いか俺には分かんないけど。うわ、マジか。あれって強くなってないんだっけまだ。コーヤモルヘンのままああ、そっか。
How many more can there
あ、
be?
変えたいな。確かにチャプター2ボスいないから。あ、でも変えた方がいいかな。わかんねえよな。こうやってる辺だとボスいるかもしれないしな。後で変えとくか、やっぱ。 まった。いいね。どっか。じゃあ行こう。こっちで合ってる？なんせこう、マップが表示されないからね。あ、表示されてるわ、今度は。左か。あれ。左に行こう。こっちか。谷って言ってたな。トロールは。谷。あ、パーティー。他にもいない？一匹で出てくるの珍しいな。トロールお気に入りの谷。あ、いっぱいいるわ、やっぱり。一刀両断。あ、こんなもんでいいか。どうせ後で拾うからな。いっぱいいる。こいつに使えばよかったな、技。まあいいんだけどね。セイラのハーピーだな、必要なのは。あれ？こっちか、奥か。なになになに？なんだこれ？誰？盛り上がってる。そういうことか。
She's wounded. Let her bleed.
傷って血を流
Better
す
lunge at her all at once. She's
よ。アダム
weakened.
か。
Not worth the risk.
What are you doing here?
We're mercenaries. Currently on King Hansel's pay. We were sent here on reconnaissance. Barely escaped with our lives from that mist of specters. Now we're up against a furious
もしくは
she-troll.
大殺し。
Who are you?
こういう。何の音これ？
The White Wolf. We could use professional help, Witcher.
大丈夫なの？いいけど俺は。
I can't let you kill her.
Since when does a monster slayer take their side?
大殺しだ
None
っ
of
て言わ
your
ないの？
business. I need her, and you need to leave. Walk away, and nobody else will get hurt.
You won't help? Fine. Just don't disturb us. We'll...
The troll needs to live.
The troll will die.
戦う
And
の
you'll
か
have to。kill me, too.
In that case... Adieu, Witcher.
なんでこいつ静かなの？まずトロールを倒す。倒してに助ける。オッケー。まずトロールを助ける。オッケー。はい、オッケー。あれ？
Enough!
アダムは？
We surrender!
あ、さん。
Throw down your arms, men! Spare us! Witcher, the king will pay our ransom.
I'm not looking for a ransom. Leave the troll
金なん
alone
か
and
別にどう
go
でもい
your
い。
way.
強い武器。
You'll let us go?
You can't return through the mist. It's certain death.
The soldiers of fortune. We're not afraid of death.
Neither do we foolishly seek it. The Witcher's
なんで
right.
金のために働く妖精なのに命大事にしな
We
い？
were to find a Witcher.
A bald one with a snake medallion. This one's white-haired,
Oh.
with a wolf on his neck.
なるほど。レスを探してんだ。
You're
今度は
looking for Letho.
You know him?
You could say that. I'm looking for him, too. What do you know about him?
Sheila de Tanzerville told us to search the ravines for this Letho. All we found was a camp strewn with dead Scoia'tael. This Letho was responsible for the bloodbath.
救われてるのは死体が転がってしか見つからなかった。
Where was this?
On the other side of the Wraith's mist.
What were you to do with him?
Kill him. And anyone with him.
Anyone? Are you
Anyone.
sure?
That was the order.
Do you know where Letho is?
Somewhere on the other side of this mist. We found a trail, but then the
ト
mist
ロール邪魔だ
descended.
な。
We got lost
今気づいたけど。
and emerged from it here.
まあ、近くね。
I advise you to surrender to the rebels.
That would be new to me. I am Adam
小
Pangrad.
説でも出てきたよね。
No.
アダム・バングラッド。
As a deer.
バングラッドか。
You won't survive for long out here.
They'll hang us. They know Ensult hired us.
Go to Cecil Burden. He'll treat you fairly. But don't count on him outbidding Henselt.
Hear that, boys? Let's meet the Dragon Slayer. The Witcher claims we'll be safe and sound. Gather the wounded. Stop buggering and move out.
Humi's troll, see? To kill Humi's itchy. Would kill trolls, sure. You, other. Good, you help. Troll, you help.
If you want to help me, go back to your old man.
No! Idiot Humi redhead grope.
He's alone now. He misses you.
Tell him, too late!
これ赤毛の女のこと、これ言ったら怒るんじゃない？
Return to your husband if you want to repay me.
Troll don't want.
また戻る。
Troll
あ、だから戻る。
For you other. You good.
もう溝は深いんだな。
Mrs. Back! Good! Troll-like!
Me back for Wisher asked. Stay away if Wisher not ask.
Mrs. Wise!
Idiot you. Humi woman grope.
場合によっちゃお前許さんぞ。
Never again!
Give me the bandana.
Here, stupid old buck.
Stupid.
Troll give horn. In danger, Wisher blow. Troll come.
Thanks. I'll remember that. Now go to your mate.
トロール来てくれる
Maybe
んだ。
pick her some flowers first.
Flowers?
花臭い。
No!
お前のが臭い。
Flowers stench. Troll bring
通りの何やる。
bird dung.
Idiot! What troll doing there?
ああ、フィリピンにあげるんだ。
Nasty.
飛んだイベントだったな。トロールくっせんだろうな。実際いたら。トロールの匂いなんかでもトリスの匂いを嗅ぎたいわ。まあ冗談はさておき、スカーフですね、取ったんで、フィリパにあげて。これ匂いで何か探せんのフィリパ。うん。持ち物から捜索できるのかな。遠いな。入り組みすぎでしょこれ。まあでもすごいね、やっぱりね、こういう自然の城塞というか、こういうなんかなんつうの宮殿っていうかね、鳥で行ってみたいよな。一回でいいから海外の。
I'll say it again. Humans are strange.
こっちだってる。こっちでいいんだっけ。会っていてほしい。会っていてほしい。
So, thought it over. I'm on my way to the recruiting station.
I don't know.
こっちか。よかった。え？フィリパ、会いに来たよ。
You wanted to discuss something?
I've got Triss's bandana.
匂いを嗅いでないです
Have you
ね。
learned anything?
Triss was here. Letho forced her to teleport.
Why would he? There are easier ways to
なんでそん
travel.
なことを。
Two of Letho's comrades, probably those responsible for Demoven's death, were hiding among the Scoia'tael. When it became evident in Flotsam that the Kingslayer wanted to dispose of Yorvith, the Scoia'tael leader gave the order to eliminate them. Letho had to reach the unit before the elven messengers did. He could only do that by teleporting.
I assumed that Triss wanted to teleport to me, but she missed the mark and they ended up in the gullies. What happened next?
Letho left her in a gully, wounded. He probably thought that she'd diversify the local trolls' diet. He himself went to see the elves and massacred the unit with his comrades. They're somewhere on the other side of the fog.
What about Triss?
She escaped from the troll. Everything suggests she's somewhere in the area.
I can assure you she is not in Vergen.
She has to be here. Locate her.
I'll try, but it will take some time. Have you learned anything else?
Sheila ordered Letho and Triss killed.
I can't believe that.
Believe it. I ran into some mercenaries she enlisted to kill Letho and anyone found with him.
She must have meant the other Kingslayers. Are you sure she knew Triss was with him?
Are you so sure of Sheila? There was something going on between her and Triss. I sensed a lot of tension.
A misunderstanding.
Maybe. Let's find Triss and clear everything up.
I need some time. What's going on out there?
Let's see.
なんか落とした今。
What's going on?
The peasants want to take
農民が
pitchforks
デ
to
マ
King
ンドルの
Demavend's
ストッ
son.
クをしてるんだ。
Why?
The Dragon Slayer's servant is spreading rumors that Stennis poisoned Saskia. The commoners are in an uproar. They want to dispense justice.
Where's the prince?
ステニスか。
Barricaded himself in his room, guarded
デ
by
マンドル
nobles.
はエイダの
For the
王
moment,
だ
the
ね。
peasants are still respectful, but they are
殺されて
feverish.
しまって、
A
今
fight
は
is inevitable.
どこに誰もいない。
Help us out. The situation is dire. I'm going to inform the other nobles.
どっからそんな嘘が広まったんだ。ステニスの人間嫌いだ。
I'm not sure if Prince Stennis is guilty, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was
そういう
involved.
感じなんだ。
Power. The object of
信用を
dark
受けないタイプ
desire.
なんだ。
Let's go, before this dark desire becomes too strong and someone gets hurt.
You go. I'll locate Triss. And should anything
Super.
happen to Prince Stennis, remember, we need
次
his
は王族
blood.
の血だね。
I remember.
サスケ一人を救うためにすごい力というかリソースを使ってるな。
Dwarf's a dwarf, and no bandit will ever make a good soldier.
I didn't
サ
say
スキア
that.
っていうその女のリーダーが今毒殺されようとしていて毒を飲んでしまって助けるのにその魔法のなんかこうアーティファクトと王族の血が必要なんだよね。どこ？上の方もしかして。どこだ？はいはいはい、逆か。間違ったとこ来ちゃった。ステニスはそんな大したことないんだ。まあやっぱり人気ないと大変だよね。人気のないリーダーか。きついだろうな。
Eh? That's a witcher, not a human.
リーダーってきついよね。俺は嫌だな。
Stupid. She just fell unconscious.
The commoners claim it's our princess.
The lords will never.
何が起きてるんだ？
Geralt,
Get out!
it's good to see you.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's
ステニ
poisoning.
スだと疑ってる。
They're
王
looking
女
to
を殺すつもり
slaughter
だ
him.。
治安を守るやついないのか？誰が戦ってる？
What's stopping them?
The knights, Adurnian noble lords.
Not easy to raise a hand against a blue blood.
A peasant by the name of Calton was at the council. He didn't seem to respect anything or anyone.
Calton's a blackguard. He'll use any excuse to raid and
なるほど。
plunder.
He has a taste for noble blood. They say he buries
Noble blood
gold looted from the lords in some
全
gorge.
然エイダンもさ、一枚岩じ
Looks
ゃない
like things are getting nasty.
何これ？
Hear me!
貴族か。あ、農民
What
と
do
貴
you
族か。
want? I'm Skill and Burden. I keep order in Vergen. Or doing a nice job then. Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get
ド
the
ワーフの貴族なん
flayers!
ているんだ。
Stop! Yorvith. Squirrels.
Oh,
Everyone who wants to
squatted.
leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
治安維持
The
部隊だっけ
servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Sternes and Olgan poisoned Saskia. We want justice.
なんで使
You
用人が
want
言ってるの？
revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them.
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat.
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Scoia'tael keep an eye on him.
Where is the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the
Enough.
first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off!
Back off!
We need to act quickly.
俺たちいつから俺た
The
ちなんだ？
mob's akin to a forest after a drought. One spark and the fire will be unstoppable.
I'm no peacekeeper and definitely no judge.
We're both in it, whether you like it or not.
Why are you getting involved?
For her,
サスケのためだ。
Gwynblade. Certainly not for this rabble.
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need
サ
be.
スケのためだ。
I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
そうだな。全員は無理だ。
Change your tone when we put a
Say, Witcher, come over here. Say,
Why is
Witcher,
he
come over
lingering
here.
about like a stench in a dwarven hovel?
誰の口聞いてる？
Those witchers be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
He better search for a lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take
Oh,
care of
you
the
said
magnets, throwing their weight about too much they are.
まず使用人はどこにいる？
You know Saskia's servant?
Willie of the Oblates. He handled the
Willie?
wine, indeed,
Wine,
but
he's
loves
your
the Virgin like a sister and mother put together.
He'd gladly get quartered for her.
Where's this Willie of yours?
Hiding in his shack, afraid of
Come
them
up then,
lords. Squirrels guard him.
Farewell.
Give us this whoreflower!
What would the prince gain?
Serfs and lords will never be on the same side.
If not for that damned Yorvith, the serfs
Come on,
would probably
you.
be hanging the prince.
He says someone cast a spell. And the Virgin
There
fell.
goes a piece, eh?
I've been looking for you.
I don't know you.
同じ格
You
好してる
caused
な。
quite a commotion.
さっきのやつと。
Afraid of something?
No,
色違い
nothing.
着てる。
You're lying.
I didn't do nothing. Didn't say nothing, don't know nothing, and didn't see
何もしてないし。
nothing.
見ちゃいない。脅すか。話さなければ腕を切り落とす
I。don't want to hurt you. I really don't. But I'll cut your arm off if I have
な
to.
んでそのまま言わないんだよ。
No, please.
So tell me what you saw.
I heard the priest
Focus
talking
it.
with the prince. This goody-goody said the Virgin is really a beast under her fair skin.
What priest?
牧師って死ん
Olcan,
だんじゃないの？
the one
オ
killed.
ルカン。
So there's no way I can check if you're lying.
I swear on my mother's grave, I speak the truth.
What else did you hear? Tell me.
最初にヘンセルトが岩に
I
叩
was
きつけ
put
て
in
殺した男
Saskia's
ね。
room in order
Alega boxy.
when the priest
Orca.
came to the prince's chamber next door. They wasn't speaking loud, but I heard the priest say, "Just clear the servants from the kitchen." Nothing more. Reverend Olcan, only he could tell you how it was, beginning to end.
The dead aren't very talkative.
What about what they leave behind? There may be clues or some such.
Maybe.
Or should I
またこうなるのか。
get used to it?
証拠集めね。司祭の家を探す。
Oh,
間違えた、上か。
Witcher.
こっちから行けんだっけ？
Greetings.
合ってるよな。入り組みすぎててわかんねえや、これ。じゃあ、こう動くか。もうさ、とんでもなく入り組んでてわかんないよね。マップ。こっちから行ける？
Hello, Witcher.
こっちから行けるかな？
Who will the Witcher sign?
はいはい、いけるな。あ、ここはここで繋がってんのね。
Shut your trap if you don't know what's going on.
わかんねえや。覚えらんないよ。シルバードン。ここか。セシル。
They lie in wait for their lord and prince. Humans are an odd lot. I certainly hope Scalen can clean up this mess. What can I do for you,
何かいるか
Witcher?
ね、ウィッチャー。オルカンはどこに住んで
I
る
need to know where Reverend Olcan used to live.
Simple. Let me show you on the map. It's about right here. See you, Governor.
どこ？あれどこだ？また遠いとこに住んでるね。また降りてって 結構歩かせるなお前ら。あ、違う、こっちじゃない。もっと広場の方に行かなきゃいけない。こっちか。
I had a dream. We were mining up at the face of the drive like in the old days.
まっすぐ行って。
Don't try anything.
あれ、どこだ？ここ？ああ、ここなんだ。
Strange aura.
あ、すごい散らかってる。これは
Nothing interesting.
大したものなさそう。宝箱は？はい、お金もらえます。まあ許してくれるよね。これは丈夫な布。どれ？これか。絶対机でしょ、じゃあ。オルカンの手記。さて読んでみましょう。わかんねえ。仕掛けか、これ。事態の進展待つ。これで終わりかよ。マジ？あ、でも行くとこあるね。事態の進展待つ。話しかけるとかそんな感じか。こっちから行ける？行けなそうだな。無理だな。戻るのか。ラリーまた戻んのか。この行ったり来たりがね、結構大変よね。プリシアコリちゃん。弟子って何人まで持ってるんだろうな。いわゆるその、スター・ウォーズのパダワン、マスター、パダワン制度みたいな感じじゃないから、何人か持てるんだろうけどね。基本的にアレスダっていうところにある学校、そう、魔術学校で経験積んで、そっから独り立ちって感じだよな。イルファーとかも師匠いたのかな。
Go get the lads, we won't stand for this.
Good. Bloody bastard poisoned the Virgin.
I'll cut the block off the next man who dares try his luck.
やり合ってるね。
Say, Witcher, come over here. Say, Witcher,
Why is he
come over
lingering
here.
about? Like the stench in a dwarven hovel.
何喧嘩売ってんのお
Those
前。
witchers be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
You better search for a lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets, throwing their weight about too much they are.
話したぞこいつ。
Farewell.
Give us this whoreflower.
どういう状況？
Rolling dung.
Why is he lingering about? Like the stench in a dwarven hovel.
Those witchers be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
You better search for a lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets, throwing their weight about too much they are.
これは話したから。もうあれか。これ以上はないのか。
The prince.
How should I know?
Why flap your mouth then?
The prince is a wealthy lord. Bribing a skivvy to poison the wine is nothing to him.
Just because someone can afford gold teeth doesn't mean they'll pull their healthy ones. Farewell.
Give us this whoreflower.
Rolling
Say,
dung,
Witcher,
you
come.
silly dog.
What do you want?
We of
Let's
noble
go.
birth always have to protect the plebs from their own stupidity. If not for us, the world...
I don't have time to listen to songs praising the nobility. Know anything about the attempt on Saskia's life?
No, I don't. But whatever the truth, the mob cannot lynch one of royal blood.
So truth means nothing to you. That's what makes us different.
I didn't say I don't care about truth. Just keep in mind there's a world order that mustn't be destroyed.
An order that allows injustice.
If the prince turns out to be involved in this attempted murder, he should face a tribunal. The rabble doesn't understand the principles ruling the world.
Or they do understand them and simply don't like them.
Saskia is a wise woman, but there's one thing she doesn't take into consideration. This war will be over one day. Who will sow the crops and milk the cows then? Saskia called the serfs to arms. Do you think they'll want to plough fields again?
You may be right, but it's certainly not my business who'll plough your fields. Farewell.
This is nonsense. What would the prince gain with the virgin's death?
I could tell you what he lost with her life.
Your hog-smelling woman.
As I see it, every princeling likes to scheme.
Guilt must be proven. Otherwise, it's vigilante justice.
時間がないのにそういうこと。
Those witchers be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
You better search for a lad who served the...
聞いたなこれな。
Farewell.
Give us this...
I'd gladly...
It's obvious Henselt bribed some serf who then did what he was told.
あ、その可能性もあるかもしれないな。それ面白い意見だ。
That's interesting.
Just think it through. The prince couldn't have done it. The wine was in plain sight. Only the servants touched the decanters. And who are they? Commoners. Then that same commoner incited his folk to stand against...
something.
あ、もう終わり。
Enough of this charade!
Try to be reasonable, folks. Sit down and talk in peace.
We've talked enough. Come on, lads. Let's drag the prince from his hovel.
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why. The mongrel covets the crown.
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her, he was, sly fox.
わからんな。
Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
A good point. We can't be sure if the prince poisoned the wine.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanting to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his saviour.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes. His serene dumbhead the prince can, curses on his kin. Nobody in Vergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they wanted, nobody but Stennis could do it.
You're wrong, Colton. Reverend Olkin wanted to get rid of Saskia. He thought she was a monster at heart.
Olkin was on Stennis' leash like a dog.
How dare you, lout! Do you imagine if someone sits next to a married lady, he's surely fucking her?
The priest tried to convince Prince Stennis to join the conspiracy.
Is Stennis some dimwit foundling that he dances to a lousy priest's tune? Olkin got what he deserved when Henselt cleaved his head. Now it's Stennis' time.
There is no proof the prince agreed.
The priest asked him for admittance to the kitchen.
So he didn't poison the Virgin himself, but allowed her to be poisoned.
Those are just words. Too much guesswork and not enough evidence. You can't convict anyone based on that.
Your Highness, this is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty, and you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world.
And what about he who poisons the Virgin of Eden?
Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death. Secondly, you have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Eden, can judge me.
Can he? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you?
I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign!
I am the one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
The
prince has a right to a fair trial, no matter if he's guilty or not. We can't deny him that. What will the peasants do if we hand them the prince? Will they hear him out? No. They'll hang him from the nearest tree or tear him limb from limb. What will happen if we allow a lynching? What if people see that might makes right? Who'll guarantee they won't desire to avenge their wrongs, real and imagined? Who'll protect people whose only fault is noble birth from the exasperated mob? And where will it lead?
The peasants are furious.
They didn't dare mount a frontal attack.
But they haven't forgotten about Stennis, and won't. It'll be that way until Saskia regains consciousness.
She won't keep order by strength alone.
Unless it's a great strength.
We need an authority figure, and royal blood.
5 courts go to waste in the Dwarven dungeon at the moment.
There's also Henselt.
Going into that haunted mist is madness. Stealing Stennis away would be easier.
No. Anything involving Stennis will cause a riot.
I've had enough of the peasants and nobles barking. Saskia's the best leader I know. But she can't hope to defeat Henselt's army with this rabble, which is why I'm going to get reinforcements.
Where?
4 Scoia'tael units await in hiding to the east. Time to summon them.
You'll make it in time?
I must.
さすがだな。ヨルベスが一番リーダー派かもしれんな、意外に。そう来るか。セルトンちゃん。フィリパイルハートと話す。意外にここに来てね、ヨルベスが株上げてくるね。よく分かんなかった結局。どっちが悪いんだ。ステニス怪しいけどね。黒ともいけないけど、鍵ね黒に近いグレーって感じ。今更違うやつ出てこられても困る。バカじゃねえの。何してんの？着替えてるし。おい。父出すな父。このシーン必要だったか。
I tried locating Triss, but the mist disrupts the megascope.
説得力
There's a
ね
weak signal nearby, probably on the other side.
バカじゃないの。
Kedweni camp?
サムネに
They'll
悩む
have to
わ。
pass through the mist.
ゲラルトいいの？
There's no time to lose.
ゲラルト
I'm continuously scanning the battlefield. I'll show you the way through. I'll find you when you enter the mist.
Farewell then.
We still need royal blood.
I know. Henselt.
We need his blood, not his death.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not a
ステニスはもう無理
Kingslayer?
か。隔離されちゃったもんな。ヘンセル島もどうなんだ血筋的には。何してんのフィリパ。歩き続けてるな。
You wanted to... Remember the antidote for Saskia. It's very important.
着替えたさすがに。 きたくもないけ
Just
ど、
out of
聞いてみようか。
curiosity,
格
how
好が
much
見たい
does a
俺は。
magic course cost
費
these
用なんかどう
days?
でもいいけど。
I'm certain you can't afford it.
No,
You mean Witcher's signs?
invite.
Naturally.
やっぱそういう関係なんだな。ちなみにフィリパはレダニア国の王の相談役なんだけど、レダニアのその、なんだ、諜報部長、そう、スパイのリーダーやってる男がいるんだけど、クソデブのクソ豚ね、そう。そいつとも一応、愛人関係ではあるんだよね。そう。まあ、魔女ってやっぱ長生きだからな。いろんな人とやっぱりその、ね、関係を持ってることが多いみたいなんだよね。他に、エルフの子で。伝説級じゃん。でもどう薬草があるからやっぱいいよね、薬草の方がね。0.5 だし、しかも重量も。もっとこうか。戦闘の前だけエルフのコテに帰ろう。お。まあいいか。一旦これで十分しよう。トリスはいずこか。まあ行きますか。フィリップあんな冷たいなんか女だけど、鉄仮面みたいな感じだけど、まああいつはあいつなりにこうなんだ肉欲というかこう性を享受してるよね。見てる限りね、愛人も結構多いみたいなんだよね。性欲が強いっていうこととか食欲が強い、まあ、特に性欲かな。コミュニケーションに属するから性欲がやっぱり強い人ってやっぱり成功してる人多いみたいなんだよね。なんでだろうね。子孫をやっぱ残したいっていう強いあれなのかな。その生存欲求みたいな種を残すみたいなところとか、そこのバイタリティ的なやつとつかさ、通れるんだっけ。お守りもらったんだっけ。あるか。もらった。あ、フィリパ。ああ、マジこういう感じ。ああ、めんどくせえこれ。シンガボルフェンの時はなんか光ってるな。あ、またこういう感じか。どここれか。ドラウガス。オッケー。オッケー。こうフィリパ早く止まらないで。どんどん行こうフィリパ。巻いていこう巻いていこう。どんどん行こうフィリパ、どんどん行こう。またか。ドラグじゃない。くそまずい。やばい。これでいける？まだか。どこにいる？いた。違う。あともう一回やるな。あ、終わりか。やばい。死ぬ。危ねえ、最後。
I can go no further. If Deathmold senses my presence,
How will I get back to Vergen?
I'll wait nearby.
近く
Hurry.
で待ってる。そういう感じなんだ。そっか、霧を通り抜けるお守りって結構大変な、いろんなものはかき集めて作ったんだもんな。シラードからの指令。シラードっていうのはあれだね、ニルフガードの、なんだっけ、諜報部長じゃないな。 捜索隊か。いや、やっぱ1と2作り直してほしいな。なんかちょっとやっぱりこう引っかかるところあるんだよね。シリが出てこないのもちょっとやっぱりこう気になるしね。シリラ誰これ死体。彫像。あ、これか。
I knew it. Damn, I knew it.
ロッシュ。ごめんな、今回は。
When the mist started whirling, I told the boys it's Geralt of Rivia, or my name isn't Vernon Roach. Friend of yours?
Just found him. He was already dead.
Interesting. Dressed like a Vergeni. You almost made it through the fog. What's your business here?
トリスを探してる。
Triss is somewhere nearby.
Still looking for your sorceress. If she came here, I'd know about it.
Roach, it's really important. Only you can help me.
Now you want my help?
許してくんねえけど。
I'll gladly return the favor. Oh, wait. You did nothing for me. You made your choice. Fled with the elves while Vess almost died at that Horson Lorido's house.
そうなの。あ、俺話聞いてなかったな。そこで何があった？
Is Vess all right?
What do you care? We could have all died while you played at being a squirrel.
裏切って
I'm
な
not
どい
one
な
of
い。
your men, Roach. I didn't betray you.
I didn't say that.
But you thought it. You and your men against the whole world.
人間ルート
Those
の方
not
が
on your side are
ロッシュ
against
ルートの
you.
方が
Don't you
次
care
に
about
つながる上では
Voltaire's
自然ではあるよ
death
な。
The assassin kidnapped Triss, remember? Help me find her, and I promise I'll keep the word I gave you in the dungeons of Lavalette Castle.
I don't know why I'm doing this. Right. If Triss is anywhere in the area, it can only be one place. At the rear, near the riverbank, the Nilfgaardians have set up their camp. Nobody can enter it. You can get there either via some caves or by sneaking through the main camp. Don't forget the gates. Believe it or not, the whorehouse is where you need to go to enter the caves. The ladies thought they'd use that passage to service the knights and nobles, but some monsters have their lairs there. If you've had your fill of whores and monsters, to the east there's a path that leads along the riverbank. That'll get you near the canteen. You'll have to sneak the rest of the way from there.
Thanks, Roach.
Hey! I'll hold you to your promise.
まあ行くか。フィードウェイの八重地見つける。あ、いいや。部下じゃないから俺は関係ないよね。カモン全部してここあれか。こっちか。来てる？ついてきてる？来てないね。行くか。
What are you looking for, Surf? Away with you.
ダメか。ケイドウェンの八重地を見つける。あ、あれか。
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back.
あれ、先に進めない。
Well, well, a witcher. Girls, trim yourselves. How
何の
can
準
I
備？
help you, handsome?
I'll come back.
どういうこと？進めないのこの先。行けなくなってるな。誰に話しかけたらいいんだ？いけるわ。あれ？ギルバート。誰？マダム・キャロル。マダム・キャロルか、やっぱり。
Well, how?
話がしたい。
We're no strangers to the art of conversation, but it'll cost you just as much as a good plow.
ふざけるな。
I'm not gonna pay for conversation.
会話が終わってしまった。
Well, how
まあ、キャバクラとかでもね、まあ、酒だけどさ、払ってるけど、飲んでるけど、結局ね、話してるだけだからね。
Ask away
そば代だよな、あれ。
What would you like to talk about?
I need to get inside the camp, unnoticed.
That'll cost you more than straight ploughing.
金ならある。たっけ 836。高くねえか。
That's no.
I need to.
That'll cost. What would you?
I need.
待って間違えた。
Soldiers are scared shitless, what with this battle approaching.
高くね
They'd rather drink themselves silly than let us honest whores make some coin. Is that interesting? I doubt it.
Not raring to fight, are they?
They might have been eager at first, but the longer we sit here, the less lively they become. Fighting's like ploughing. Lust for one, and you lust for the other.
なんでこんな高えのよ。情報量が。どっから行く？こっちか。もう一つあるもんな。こっちから行くか、じゃあ。なるほどね。なんか、浜辺っていうの？岸辺か。駐屯地の、岸辺があったけど、一回も降りなかったな、あそこに確かにな。これで回り込んでいくんだ。情報量が836オーレンって高すぎだろう。無理だな、こっから行けないな。あ、そうだ、こっちから行くんだ。預言者がいるところから回っていくんだな。ここでもモンスターいるよね、やっぱり。まあ、俺は気にしないでいいけどね。ダイ！なるほどな。こっから回っていけるんだ。あ、宝箱ある、しかも。知らんかった。オレンか。5連だ、しかも。あ、でも回っていけるんだね。これを発見。あ、回っていけない。あれ違った？こっちから行くんじゃねえの？行けないんかーい。なんだよ。あ、行けないんだ。どっから行くべ。これどっから行くべ。無理じゃん。ねえ。あ、それ金バイカいらん。無理じゃねえかよ。やっぱ金払わなきゃいけないのか。マジか。やっぱ挟まった。こっちじゃないか。最悪。どこだっけ？こっちか？やばい。なんだこの BGM。こっから行けんよな。あ、マジだ。刀出してる。騒ぐな、そう騒ぐな。やばい、燃えた。話がしたい。開けんだよ。もしくはここか、やっぱり。開かないね、でも。
You're no Prince Charming.
ふん。 なんつった今お前。
Bastard.
クソ野郎。
Gotta pay for looking too.
見るだけでも言えるよ。
Bastard.
なんな
Give yourself,
のおなんて
pauper.
な貧乏に。ふざけてんだろお前。
Are there trolls here?
俺だったら絶対言わないけどね。こんなさ、こわもてのさ、ね、刀持ってるやつに、おなってな貧乏人って言わないけどね。絶対言わない俺だったら。どうしようか。こっからは無理だな。お金払うしかないか。高すぎるでも。もう一個のとこ行くか、じゃあ。もう一回見てみよう。マップ。ちょっと待って。どっから行けんだ？まあ試してみるか。こっから行くんだよな。表現者のとこは。こっちはどうよ。まあ無理だな。普通に。普通に考えても。うぜえな、こいつ殺すか。オッケー。毒食らわせて。はい。ここ行けるな。これ地図書いてあるな、これ。こっから行けんのか。これか。これだわ。理解した。めんどくせえ作りにするな。お、飛ぶのか。ゲラルト飛んだ。なるほどね。はいはいはい。ここに来るのか。発想間違ってなかったな、じゃあな。
Hammer the steel, not any old steel. In your hot smithy,
Yabba.
into a sword, a shield, and some mail.
I plough your daughter.
Bring back
Yabba,
her
move.
well. Oh, will you bring me
Any old flesh.
On hay in the barn, she really looks
い
fresh.
るな、いっぱいいる
No
な。
matter the stench, the sweat, and the pain.
Hammer the steel.
いる誰か。通れねえのかよ、ここ。死体検視解剖場か。あそこ通れんだろ。今行くしかない。
A measly drunk beast.
あいつは後ろから回り込んで気絶させるか。裏は通れんだろ。お。オッケー。このさ、宝箱とかさ。お、ゼリカニアのサブラ。あ、でもゼリカニアのサブラか。
Hold formation.
バスタードソード。
Forward march.
何？
Since that mist appeared, 2 patrols have gone missing.
I heard the wraiths ripped them to shreds.
金もらっていくか。やっぱいるね。すごいむずいな。今だったらいける。
When we go into battle, I'm ready to face the Virgin of Edirn herself.
I bet 30 silver killed the son of a bitch.
怖っ。何やったこれ。しょんべん野郎。
In the face! Hit him in the face!
やばい。あれか、決闘か。バカなふりやってくれてよかった。
Don't get too close to him.
Don't kill me,
やばい。
Lord. Please.
アクシ。
I'm only cooking here.
やばい。バレた。
You work too hard.
働きすぎだ。
Yes. You're right.
ああ、こういう救済措置もあるんだね。
Lie down.
うん。入れてくれる？よし、オッケー。ああ。
Look out! Don't get too close to him!
やばい、バレた。バレた、今。バレた。死んだ。どっからやり直し？無理ちゃい。無理ちゃい。こんなんむずすぎるだろ。どっからだ？うん、よかった。
Hold formation! Forward march!
I'm glad our shift is over. Since that mist appeared,
バスタードソードどうなん？強い？弱っ。金だけかっぱらっていくか。あ、じゃあ皮取っちゃった。バスタードソードって言ったらやっぱクラウドだよね。FF7 やりてえな。アメジスト。
Smart ass. You'd like to plow her, but she'd smash your head in.
In the face! Hit him in the face!
あいつは、あ、上にもいるね。あ、バレちゃうんだ。
me, Lord. Please.
どの道バレちゃうんだな。
I'm only cooking here.
はい、おやすみ。
You work too hard. Yes, you're right.
で、ここ近づきすぎると来るから。
Look out! Don't get too close to him!
来る、あ、来たな。入力カード時には H 続く地下道。あ、あの洞窟か。オードリーを助けてくれ。
Don't get too close to him!
Die on this patrol, I tell you, and it's your fault.
いける？
Not our fault. Gibbs drank
か。
I bet 30 silver. Kill the son of a bitch.
さらばビーチ。おお。危ねえ。倒しとくか。はい。よーし、来たな。セーブしとこうか、一応、ここで。やり直すのめんどくせえから。あ、トリスです、これ。いるねー。獲物が。うれー。うれー。いっぱいいるね。いっぱいいるね。俺が思ったよりもいっぱいいるね。お前調子乗ったわ今。弱いやつか倒す。ちょっと待って。強い。逃げろ。爆破しろ。オッケー。やばい、逃げろ。爆破しろ。逃げろ。バカしろ。オッケー。逃げろ。バカしろ。オッケー。やばい、死ぬ。強っ。あー、ロシュフェの時ここまで奥まで来なかったな。こんな風になったんだ。こっちが寄り道する方かな。こんなに敵いっぱいいたんだ。はい、もらいます。いるね。全回復してないんだまだ。 ぱいいるな。グレートの話してる。グレートか。そしたら、やばいやばい、死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ。間違えた。なんで殺した俺。オッケー。で、すぐさま、やばい、死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ。やばい、死ぬ。宝箱だ。あれ宝箱取れない？何も入ってないのこれ。マジか。これはこの遺体は何か落としてくれるでしょう。ケイドウィンの皮の色。どうですか ?15。15。ああ、弱いな。まあ、まだ持てる。あとですよ。欲しいものは特にないんだな。宝箱なんやな。落としてくれてもいいのに。いた。変なお前。おいおい。うわ、でっけえ。まずい。囲まれた。食えん。マジか。やばい。やばいやばい。ケツ出せケツ。ケツが大好物俺は。ケツが大好物。ケツ。やばい、ケツ。来い。よし、ケツ。おいしい。やった、ノーダメで殺すんだ。ああ、意味わかんねえな。でもケツケツってる間に殺したわ。広くねえか、さすがに。広すぎない。あ、宝箱だ。やった。でも拾えない。折れんだけ？どういうことよ、これ。拾える。あ、斧いらない。マジ？どうなってんだ、ここは。路周辺だったら拾えたのか、これきっと。そうだよな。来るだけ時間の無駄だったか。なんてこった。クソ時間の無駄だったな。ここは来たっけ？来てないか。来たっぽいな。覚えてないだけか。こっちから行けんのか。あれ？拾っていく。今なんだ？これんだけもらうか。お、あ、力の場。 あれ、力がこれの宝箱は絶対いいもの入ってるだろ。痛い。さすがにいいやつ入ってるだろ。毒のあるハーピーの鍵爪。使い道あるかそれ。メダルが何かいる。あー、セーブしなきゃダメだこれ。セーブじゃなくて、セーブ。またあいついる？やっぱいたわ。ケツ。これさ、どうやって倒す？これか、ケツ。待ってー、硬くね？あ、動かないでも。いけ、ケツ、ケツ。オッケー。あった。エレメンタル石って何か使うのかな？杭いらない。フェードの植物オレン。もういらねえ。これ。毒のあるハーピーの鍵爪？あ、投げ武器か。あ、バンアールドの鎧。重すぎる。バンアールドの鎧。同じか。まあちょっと強いぐらいか。317、重すぎるだろ。これ捨てていくか。どっちが強い？まあこっちが強いか。ここは素直に認めて、19。軽度な顔の鎧。これいらんだろ。まあ、これでいくか。楽勝だったな、でも。で、ここはもうなんかありそうだな。あ、出口だ。あれってか入り口じゃねえか、これ。あれどういうこと？あ、ここもあるんだ。宝箱だけど何も入ってない。知らなかった。ここもあるんだ。すごい、よく作ったな、でも。なんか洞窟あるし。いけない？あそこは。いけないか、さすがに。何のために作った、ここ。これか。はいはいはいはい。宝箱だ。オレンかい。大してなんかないな。あれ？洞窟？あ、戻ってきちゃうわけね、これで。はいはいはいはい。通ったっけ、ここ。いや、しょうもねえな。どっから行けばいいこれ。あ、ここか。
FK Nordling, where do you think you're going?
To see the ambassador.
With all that steel on your back?
確かに。殺しに来たと思う。ああ、武器置いてく？
Have you seen a red-headed sorceress anywhere?
You didn't seem to understand my delicate suggestion, Nordling. Drop your sword.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Shillard Fitz-Estelin is waiting.
待ってる。
Mednara Raven. Geralt, I'd hoped we wouldn't meet again.
We caught him sneaking through the camp, Excellency. We disarmed him.
Ester Garamnith.
I remember you telling Foltest you'd like to return to hunting monsters.
Hunting monsters?
Foltest is dead. Some still believe it's my fault. I have to find the real killer.
I see. You may be a killing machine, but a murderer's infamy is bad for business.
Triss Marigold was kidnapped.
Foltest's advisor. I heard she arrived at Vergen and hoped we would meet. But if she was kidnapped... Now I understand why you couldn't just stand by. But there are other reasons too. You're in league with the Scoia'tael, with Yorvith himself no less. Is this true?
More or less.
Have you heard of the slaughter of Enshe at the ravine of the Hydra? The kings of the north effectively forced the Empire to condemn and execute the war criminals of the Vryheid Brigade. Yorvith was among those condemned.
Hmm? 記憶が蘇ったか
September 13th, 1269, the ravine of the Hydra. Following the peace of Sintra, 53 officers of the Vryheid Brigade were brought here and executed, their throats cut. The elves' bodies were dropped into the chasm. I don't know what the riders of the hunt were looking for. November 23rd, 1269. Sintra, the village of Coldwater, and another victim of the hunt. An 11-year-old boy. His parents didn't even ask if he had a chance. I'm tired. February 24th, 1270. A high pass in the Armouche Mountains. An imperial manticore, one of the world's oldest and deadliest monsters. I used to feel excitement at moments like this. Now the beast is only an obstacle on my way. Its meat and hot blood will help me survive this icy hell. May 30th, 1270. The Iruga River. The hunt continues to race south. Since I've been following them, they've taken 23 individuals, all between the ages of 10 and 20. All except for Yennefer.
まあ異世界に行くのと引き換えにゲラルトを救うんだよね。でゲラルトとイェネファーが、まあ、末永く幸せに暮らしましたとすると、でもゲーム版だとイェネファーがさらわれたことになってるからな、その後な。
Amusing.
ワイルドハント。
The Scoia'tael believed the Emperor betrayed them.
ワイルドハントはイェネファーをさらう理由がないんだよね。
In fact, the kings of the north demanded the massacre at the ravine of the Hydra. You feel well?
I feel fine.
I'm sorry. I can't give you more of my time. The long road to Loch Muin awaits me. The Council and the Conclave are waiting, and Triss Marigold, as always, arrives in the nick of time.
What are you talking about?
The figurine. He must have it on him.
What's the meaning of this?
I want to introduce someone to you. This is Vanamar, my personal sorcerer. He sensed Triss approaching our camp, though she was to arrive in different company.
はいはいはいはい。殺された男ね。ああ、やっぱトリスはやっぱ肖像になってたんだ。で、ここでバンヘマーが元に戻し、その拉致関係、そういう、ああ、中に入ってたの。早く元に戻せ。この肖像の魔法がかかった状態で、例えば火にかけたりとかしてどうなるか。死んだとか思ってた。俺が殺したわけじゃないね。
I found it on a man's corpse.
And you finished his mission for the Emperor's glory. Triss will help us find those wenches that betrayed the Empire. I don't know whether you killed Talvik or found him dead. It's irrelevant now. I'd prefer not to sentence to death a man previously pardoned by the Emperor himself. Unfortunately, I have no choice. Vanamar, once you're done with him, convey my congratulations to Cynthia. Leading Philippa Eilhart up the garden path is no small feat. Farewell, Witcher.
あ、船が行ってしまった。
This is a good place. Are you ready, Geralt of Rivia?
Are you ready? Tabare.
Plow yourself, Nilfgaardian.
Your words mean nothing now.
バンヘイマーか、これが。あおまずい。切られる。何？お、援軍。誰？スコアテル。ロッシュ。ありがとう。まさか助けてくれるとは。ここで一回やめようかな。あ、バンヘイマーと誰かあんの？終わったら休もうか、じゃあ。お、しかも助けてくれるんだ。まず関係ないやつら倒すか。強っ。敵の攻撃力が強い。やばい、強い。アクシーで味方にしようか。まずは味方にしよう。オッケー。やばい、食らった。よし、死んだ。強い。ダメージがでかい。どうしようか。強いな。
Ready to die, Nilfgaardian?
やばい。
Plow yourself.
始まった。
Just what I wanted to hear.
Long live the Emperor!
バンヘイマーが邪魔だな。ロッシュ？レーザーズくんねえの？ロッシュいねえぞ。今回ロッシュいない。なんでロッシュいないの？え？嘘。あ、いたいたいた。見てないで助けてよ。めっちゃ食らったんだが、半分ぐらい。あ、やった、バンヘイマーがアクシー食らってる。まさかアクシーバンヘイマーにつくんだ。やばい、死ぬ。驚きだったこれ。やった。やばいやばい、死ぬ。死ぬ。こっち来んな。オッケー。まずい、死ぬぞこのままだと。あー、食えんか。まずいな。オッケー。やばい、死んだ。あー、すげえ。ダメージがでげえ。家にしちゃった。間違えた。あー、やめるか、ここで。休憩しよう。